It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, and welcome. This is Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A number of storylines emerging as the season gets into full swing. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Nuggets in Denver. It's been some pretty good basketball lately for the Nuggets. They're 5-1 through 6 games, and no question, they've been one of the NBA's most impressive teams here early in the season. Well, we have a good one tonight. Two powerhouse clubs about to throw down. Kenny, how do you see this playing out?
Well, you got two teams bringing out their best in each other tonight, Ernie. So that's why this game is a must-see matchup. Tremendous individual matchups as well, and this will be a heated rivalry for years to come.
I'm seeing something in the ball.
In what ball?
The crystal ball.
Oh, not that again.
I think this could be a preview of these teams meeting in the postseason.
Wow.
Everyone in the league will also be watching.
Wow.
Shaq Thomas.
Do me a favor.
Yes.
Hand me that ball.
Can't touch it.
Hand me that ball.
Can't touch
Just
it.
hand me that ball, please.
Can't touch it.
Why?
Look,
Oh! He just dropped
don't
the
have to
ball.
worry about that shtick anymore.
He dropped the ball.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Live from Denver, it's the home of the Nuggets. We're broadcasting from the Pepsi Center. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. The Nuggets with their last game here in Denver before heading back out on the road. With only one loss so far, this team just continues to charge ahead, making it look very easy.
And I think for Denver, this happens every year. A team outperforms expectations early. You wonder, is this just an anomaly or is this something they can sustain?
Well, it could be hard for them to keep this rolling, but the initial boost of confidence for all these players could help them weather any storms on the horizon.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, thanks very much. Now, after the Nuggets added Nikola Jokic to the starting lineup, they finished the 16-17 season as the best offensive team in basketball. Now, last year we saw some regression, but this is still a young team that's learning how to play together and trying to climb the ladder of a very competitive Western Conference. Kevin?
A team on the rise, DA. We'll see. And a long way to go, Brent, but there are some early signs of a legitimate playoff contender, championship contender.
When we talk about that, Kevin, you and I always are leery of the fact of how many of these guys have had the experience of being scarred up in the early rounds of the playoffs, having to advance or beat a team that's proven before. Right now, there are some teams out there that are raising our eyebrows where we think they're going to have an opportunity. If they keep growing like this and they keep finding this type of consistency, they could be dangerous.
You'd like to think they're going to use those scars, as you say, from the past and motivate them even more.
Well, those are the teams who we believe can always take the next step.
Sure.
It's the young teams that are unproven, even though they're playing well, where we sometimes wonder, will they be able to maintain this kind of focus come playoff time?
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. And it's Prince outside at the 3 with Collins down at the power forward. Young and Bazemore team up in the backcourt. And it's the monster in at the center position.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Jokic kicks to Harris. Murray the pass to Jennings. In the corner, it's Harris. No good with the triple. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. There's the feed to Prince. Great D that time from Jennings. Murray dishes to Jennings. No good on the 3. And the Hawks with possession. Young outside. Now the pass to Bazemore. Young taking his time here. Prince outside. Shot clock at 6. The shot, no good. And Denver the other way now. Jennings for three. The Nuggets with another miss. Looking at Denver, they got their last win against Houston. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Here's Young. He's coming off a 25-point game against Golden State. Lobs it up for Lowry, and the dunk by Lowry.
I like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Bazemore. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Here's the monster. Now recovering. That one misses.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Murray, no good. The Hawks have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Prince kicks to Young. And the rejection by Lowry. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
Sometimes when you're pushing the action, you can see some great teamwork, and then all of a sudden the individuals on your team can take over. All of that here tonight.
Now, here is Young. He's a player that you can only hope to slow down as he averages nearly 28 points a game. Now, Jokic. What a tremendous game he played against Houston. Jennings against Prince. Lowry for three. They grab their own miss. It's back to Jennings. Pass to Murray. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. And getting into the second part of November here, a quick glance at the power rankings. Let's see how everyone started out. You look at the Nuggets. They're still dominant, sitting at number 1 once again.
And I think for the Hawks, they love the situation they're in right now, playing very well, but looking ahead. They know there's still a lot left to prove. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Hawks trail by 3. Well, you just look at the talent that left the Hawks over the last few seasons, Brent. Easy to see why they needed to start over.
Yeah, it started with Al Horford and his departure, and then Teague and Millsap did the same. And hard for any franchise to remain competitive when you lose that many quality players, especially their chemistry in Budenholzer's system. Arguably a great fit for one another, and now off to doing bigger and better things.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. And the turnover again by Atlanta. And going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
Interconference showdown. You love to see clubs that don't play each other often go head-to-head.
Well, they'll meet twice this season. Tonight, the first matchup, so hard to know exactly what to expect.
And it's Murray with the jam.
He's continuing to develop an overall game that was evident coming into the league. Gary Harris getting better at spotting the open man.
Now, here is Young. To the middle, and stolen by Murray. And it's Harris off the drive. Kicks it out to Jennings. Another 3 for Denver.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Bazemore against Harris. Back to Young. Will it go? Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
Passes it to Lowry. And Murray now top of the key. Kicks it to Harris. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
That is one athletic young player. Murray making those dunks look easy.
Young with the ball. He has 7. To the left wing. Collins wide open. He fires. Here's the monster. And the basket is good. And he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Pretty ferocious and sheer determination shown on that one. Easy to see why he gets those easy scoring opportunities.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one misses. This is an unselfish group here in Denver. This team, Brent, can really pass the ball.
Well, 5th overall last year in assists, 2nd overall the year before that. And you got to give credit to Mike Malone and his coaching staff, because what they've done is they played Jokic at that point center position, distributing the ball from the top, and have guys who cut off the ball. So interesting mix of talent using their center as the passer.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%. So no doubt he's pleased with that.
Well, the best part of this Hawks team now is their youth. And with youth comes a ton of potential, a ton of room for this team to grow together, both the new coaching staff and the new guys to the league. And they have some cap flexibility, some other things that they can do to get creative around this youthful and exuberant roster.
Atlanta calls timeout. And Brent, with the Hawks having the picks they had in the draft, helps as well.
Well, you bring that much talent in, that's always a good thing, because talent is going to trump anything else. You add that to the rookies, John Collins, who was good last year, and the development of Taurean Prince. It seems like the core is going to be in place. It's just a team that over the next 2 or 3 seasons is going to have to learn what it takes to compete night in and night out.
The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Collins, kept alive, and that one is stuffed right through.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And then uses his explosiveness once he's gathered the rebound to throw it down. When the guy is capable of so many things like that on the offensive end, anytime you lose sight of him, he's got a huge advantage.
Murray against Young. From outside the arc. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
No one near Jennings as he lets it fly. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Well, his offense should come with a warning label, caution, flammable. He's connecting on everything. The D looks dumbfounded.
Now, here is Young. He's got 10. Pass to Collins. Here's the monster, Jokic defending. Here's the monster, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And with this chance, let's quickly go to our rookie leaderboard and find out who the top assist men are among the first-year players. Trae Young on top.
He's just ahead of his years as far as vision and recognition on the offensive end. A talented playmaker. He is only going to get better.
And here's Jennings outside. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Such astounding shooting right now from him. He is untouchable from the perimeter. What a performance.
Now, here is Young. He kicks to Prince. Back to Young. And stolen by Murray. Over Young. No good off the front iron.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. Defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
2 points. That one goes.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Lowry can't get it to go. And so Bazemore will bring it up for Atlanta. 6-point game. There's the pass to Young. Prince outside. Pass to the Monster. Shot clock at 5. Here's the 3. Denver grabs the miss. And Harris wide open. He shoots. The shot's good. Jennings making the play.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
And Young kicks to Prince. Young against Murray. Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. And for Trae Young, it's a little unfair that he's already being compared to Steph Curry.
Scouts are always going to look for comparisons. And I'm not saying Young is Curry, but many of the strengths and weaknesses are similar. The size and athleticism, the insane range, and both have that it factor.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Pass to Len. Over to the left wing. Here's Adams. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Morris against Adams. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got his first bucket of the night.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
And this is the feel of a player to use his body to keep the shot from being blocked. Excellent work there.
Here's the Monster. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Beasley outside. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Plumlee. He's averaging about 7 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Morris, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
And already you're seeing great execution from both teams.
Yeah, lots of points early, and the game plans on both sides, at least offensively, working to perfection.
Now here's Adams. Herter, covered by Beasley, pass to Carter. Up top, Adams, 5 to shoot. Here's the Monster. Again, the Hawks score.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
The Nuggets leading by 4. Morris outside. Shoots from 12. Rebound, Atlanta. The Monsters got 8 rebounds in this game. There's 38 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Carter, the pass to Adams. Here's the Monster. 13 points in the game. Herter, covered by Beasley. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
The Atlanta shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
We've got 22 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Barton surveying the floor. the wing, Morris. Shoots over Adams. Off target from the baseline. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Nuggets ahead, up 1. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. Some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
I mean, you saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after 1.
Well, they found a little bit of space out there on the perimeter, and they have a shared confidence right now. That tends to breed some success for this team.
Denver in the lead. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Denver, Martin and Millsap at the small and power forward spots. Morris is out there with Beasley. And it's Plumlee in at the 5 spot.
Minor foul call. That's his first personal foul.
And Vince Carter picks up a foul. That's his first foul. Three-pointer, Martin, good on the three-point shot. Martin's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Nuggets.
Really crushing the glass last season were the Nuggets, 7th overall in the league in rebounding and 2nd in offensive rebounds, which created a lot of second chance opportunities.
Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Carter.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, some have nicknamed center Nikola Jokic the Joker, and he does have a lighthearted approach. He said, "This is not a job. I'm enjoying the game like a game of pickup basketball in my hometown. That's the mentality. No pressure. It's just a game." He feels that staying calm lets him succeed. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. Now here is Carter, just 5 on the clock. Here's Adams. Again, the Hawks good for 2. And talking about the Nuggets, they've been a good rebounding team now for a while.
Yeah, top 10 in the league over the past 7 seasons. Not a lot of people talk about their rebounding prowess, but the boards are one of those sneaky places where they can get possession and control the game a bit.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Feeds to Len. And he uses the glass on the layup. Len's got the game tied up here for Atlanta.
Pretty good concentration there. The more touches Len is getting on the inside, it seems like the confidence is growing.
Carter against Barton. Back to Morris. Plumlee trying to break loose. And the 3 off target.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Hawks. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, there's the 76ers, right on their tail, vying to move up and take over if they get the chance.
And right now for the Hawks, you know, this happens every year. A team outperforms expectations early. You wonder, is this just an anomaly or is this something they can sustain?
Well, it could be hard for them to keep this rolling, but the initial boost of confidence for all these players could help them weather any storms on the horizon.
And the dunk by Len.
Yeah, Len's not going to settle for anything else. A dunk on the inside goes up strong.
For Denver, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Morris. Adams, some nice D.
Yeah, even though he's been off, the team's still winning, so the hope is that he's going to get going.
To the right side. Land against Millsap. Denver's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Barton kicks to Morris. Outside Millsap. Barton finds Millsap. Denver passing it around. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Carter. Herter, covered by Beasley. They now take the lead. 5 points in the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Morris against Adams. Kicks it out to Beasley. Shot clock at 6. Here's Morris. The shot, no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Morris against Adams. The pass to Carter. Herter, covered by Beasley. Herter. Plumlee with the rebound.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And that one drops.
You can see how dangerous that catch-and-shoot game can be. Will Barton continues to impress.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. The 6'11" Mason Plumlee out of Duke, Greg. He's got a live body.
Very athletic, Kevin. His mobility enables him to defend smaller players on the perimeter. Offensively, he is a threat to finish at the rim.
Now, here is Young. 10 points for him. To the paint. Jokic with the steal. Harris passes to Murray. To the middle. Trying to find Jennings. He's got it now. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And Young kicks to Prince. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And let's see what Denver has coming up. On Saturday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And for their matchup with the Magic, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top. The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Now, here is Young. Inside, Dedmon. Will it go? Rebound by Murray.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Count it, good. And it's an 8-point Nugget lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Young following the score by Jamal Murray. Young dishes to Dedmon and stolen by Murray. Outside Jennings. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 4 assists now tonight.
And until someone stops him, he's just going to continue to keep firing from distance.
Yeah, we got to be a DEFCON 1 here, because at this point, he is so dialed in, you got to get him off his spots.
Outside Jennings. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Lays it up and banks it in.
Love the floor spacing with this offense because Jokic at the center can move the ball just about anywhere you want. And now he's attacking the paint.
Now, here is Young. 10 points for him. Collects the two-pointer near the hoop. Young's got 12.
Well, if they're going to win this game, he's going to require just a little bit of help. Many of the shots he's taking are finding the hoop.
And the dunk by Lowry.
Yeah, you can't leave people open around Jokic, and the offense is set up to have cutters and movement. They'll take advantage of the defense if they sleep.
Young against Murray. And Young kicks to Prince. Back to Young.
Rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Took him no time at all on that one. That's 28 points for the kid.
And this is tough to stop if you're the defense. They have just gotten locked in from three-point range this quarter.
Here's Bembry. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. To the paint. Dedmon inside. Guarded by Harris. From down in the low post, it goes.
The inside game of Dedmon looks pretty good there. That's a nice move. Comfortable with that.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
The Monsters checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Free throw, good. Jokic. Well, we've got great dunkers now. But you played at a time when there were sensational dunkers in the NBA.
Yeah, I saw a lot of guys go over the top of me.
Including yourself.
Too kind. Here's the money. Kevin, I think about those old, and we remember these, the old VHS tapes where you used to get like the dunk highlight tapes. Those are still
Sean Kemp.
Oh, so fresh in my mind.
Dr. J.
Dominique Wilkins over the top. Yeah. MJ over everybody.
Young Vince Carter.
Kenny Skywalker. I mean, just the list goes on and on. But the best in-game dunker, I think it's pretty unanimous that Vince Carter still holds the title.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Atlanta gets called for the foul. The Nuggets have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
First free throw is good.
The Hawks were super young last year, and they had all the troubles that come with youth. Inconsistency, guys trying to find out what their role is for the year. Lots of turnover problems and questionable shot selection. And now they're younger this year. So if you're a fan of the Hawks, patience is the key.
Now, here is Young. He's got 14. Inside. Knocked loose and stolen by Murray. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Right side, Jennings. And the shot goes in. Jennings has got 32 points in the game. And for the Hawks, those problems are things that are just part of the process, Brent, of growing this team.
Yeah, you got to really focus on positives around this rebuild. You've got a solid group of young, talented players that can really shoot the basketball. What they're going to have to do is start to take some pride on the defensive end of the floor, and they're going to have to learn what it takes to play an 82-game season with consistent effort on both ends.
The Hawks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. An exciting team in Denver these days, and their fans are letting them know it.
Yeah, they're starting to get fired up in Denver. The arena sold out 14 times last year compared to just 3 times the year before. So for decades, this has been a football town. Nuggets starting to garner some attention with the type of roster and the way that they play.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. Harris outside. We've got 1:55 left here in the second. Kicks it to Jennings. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 34 points for the kid.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you could turn it up.
Here's Bembry. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Young with the ball. Out guarded by Murray. Pass to the Monster. 4 on the shot clock. Rebound by the Nuggets. Lowry's got 5 rebounds tonight. Elbow shot. It's deflected. And here comes the break. Here's the Monster. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
And nicely done. Running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
Well, the exclamation point in transition with the high percentage finish.
Now here's Murray. He had 16 points in the win against Houston.
I also thought he did a tremendous job in terms of timing in that game, swatting away some shots. Ended up with 3 blocks in that game.
And here's Young after Jamal Murray was able to get that triple. Murray against Young.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
To the inside. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Jokic, a 3-pointer off the mark.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
Prince, the pass to Young. Passes it to the Monster. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. The Monster's got 6 here in this quarter.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Nuggets lead by 18. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nuggets' first half?
Well, they knocked the wind out of the defense in transition, converting fast break baskets in volume. It's a runaway lead right now. In fact, this looks like a track meet.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Hawks?
Well, there are a few areas they need to improve on, but perimeter defense is priority numero uno. They got to be quicker to close out on the three-point shooters, and you got to prevent the open looks. They weren't fighting through screens. They're just not doing enough, Ernie, especially outside.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Welcome back to Denver, everyone. Traffic coming in and out of downtown Denver on this lovely night in the Rockies. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. A fantastic game from the kid in this one.
And so far, he's giving them great production from deep. They've been able to kind of spread the floor because of it.
Well, his shooting has fueled the offense, and we'll see if they can get him the ball to see if he can keep it going in the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. Over on the wings, it's Bazemore and Prince. John Collins is out there with the Monster, and it's Young in at point guard. Prince wide open and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Prince has got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Hawks. Jokic kicks to Murray. Jacks up a three. Rebound by the Hawks. And here's Bazemore. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Young passes to Prince. Here's the monster. Pass to Young. Over Harris. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That's game one of a 3-game road trip. Young outside. The pass to the monster. And Gary Harris is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul.
Now Young. He's got 14. 6 to shoot.
There's some length from Murray as a guard there as he helps out on defense and pesters the shooter.
Jennings kicks to Harris. Pass to Murray. He feeds it to Lowry. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
A moment now to see the numbers for the monster. Averaging about 32 points a game, 12 rebounds, and 3.5 blocks. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
His instincts naturally are to score the basketball. That ability to find the creases in the defense is something you just don't teach, and it's awesome.
And stolen by Harris. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. And he gets it to go. Murray's got 11 points.
Right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light. Think about Gary Harris and just how well-rounded this shooting guard is. A sound defender, good shooter, great slasher and cutter, provides some toughness, willing to do a lot of work. Sky the limit still here for Gary Harris.
So it's Denver now. After the basket by Atlanta. Down low. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Atlanta calls timeout. The list of intangibles for Harris really goes on and on.
Yeah, no doubt he checks a lot of boxes. High basketball IQ, can play with or without the ball. Super competitive and just seems to step up in the clutch moments. Doesn't hurt the coaching staff to have multiple options. A guy like Gary Harris coming through in the clutch.
The Nuggets leading by 18. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Jennings taking his time here. Passes to Jokic. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. And it's 9 points for Jokic.
I swear Jokic is out there playing with the watch on because of the timing aspect of his game.
Young with the ball. 14 points for him. Inside, Jokic with the steal. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game for the Nuggets. Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Beast. Will Barton comes in for the Kid. And Morris subbed in for Murray. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Pass to Jokic. Harris kicks to Barton. And he converts the layup. Barton's got 12.
Now Barton does a good job there, makes that finish look easy with the great control of the body on the finish.
Here's Young. No good. Good work defensively by Morris. Goes up from the top of the key. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Morris. Morris has got 3 assists tonight. Young outside. To end the run. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now. A bit out of rhythm.
And the pass to Young. From beyond the arc and then some. 17 points in the game.
Well, he's 1 for 5 in the quarter, and his body language is saying a lot about where his confidence is. Rattled just a little bit. Maybe the next open look will start him up.
And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Here's Morris. Barton outside. And Vince Carter pulls it down.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
Beasley's checked in for Gary Harris. The Hawks trail by 21. Young finds Bazemore. Back to Young. To the middle. And the dunk by Len.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Nuggets. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Jokic passes to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Well, such a big body, Plumlee does possess explosive verticality, and then, of course, a power finish.
Young against Morris. Young inside. Plumlee with some nice D.
And his touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter, and he's missing a ton of shots. Interesting, Kevin, I got drafted by the Nuggets, never played there. They drafted me 15th overall back in the 1995 draft and then shipped me out. I would have been a much better skier, by the way.
They are now showing NBA games in virtual reality. You and I have actually seen some examples of that. They can recreate almost any angle. Have you gotten a headset?
I haven't gotten a headset, Kevin, but I have watched it. You and I have talked about it several times.
Many times.
It's an amazing experience, and it will only get better. But I really think about if I was a kid growing up in Germany or Italy, and I had an opportunity to pull on a pair of goggles and to watch the game's greatest players from a seat at half court or the cameras that they set up underneath the goal at either end. What a fantastic way to be enveloped by the NBA game.
It's a cool view.
It's a very cool view, and it's only going to get better.
Yeah. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Up the floor. Len's shot is off.
Really shocking he didn't take advantage of that golden opportunity there. He needs to be much better in that situation.
And Plumlee kicks to Morris. Pulls up. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Jokic has got 6 in the quarter. The Hawks trail by 21. Now here's Adams. Pass to Len. Herter, covered by Beasley. 5 on the clock. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, the defense looked lost there. Get out your compass. No excuses. You got to guard the perimeter.
And the turnover again by Denver.
Some turnovers necessary. That one, not so much.
Membry's checked in for the Hawks. Here's Adams. Out left to the wing. Bembry the pass to Len. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. Denver making a switch here. Jennings is checked in.
Jennings.
Herter by Beasley. Kicks it to Len. Just 5 to shoot. Not going to go that time. Plumlee with some nice D. Pass to Jennings. There's the dish to Beasley. Rejected by Len.
Well, putting the wingspan to great use, Len throws that one away.
Herter. And it's Denver with the rebound. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Beasley. Bembry with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 18. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Great block from Millsap, sending that one back.
Beasley outside. He kicks it to Morris. Pass to Plumlee. Beasley outside. Lets it go with a 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for Denver.
And a lot of shots from long distance. They're trying to stretch out the D and force them to cover out in space. And a lot of times that enables an offense to get some opportunities to attack in the paint.
Morris against Adams. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Poked loose, and it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. In the 3rd spot, the Hawks. 4th, the Nuggets.
And how many times have we seen these two clubs force turnovers and then convert at the other end? They really share a lot of similarities.
Now here's Plumlee. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Beasley finds Jennings. To the inside, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
In terms of set plays, this is where Plumlee is very dangerous offensively, the old pick-and-roll game.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
A new head coach, Lloyd Pierce, is looking to bring a defensive approach to the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, Pierce has the resume you would want from a defensive coach. He came up in those teams in Memphis during the grit and grind time and learned some defensive techniques from Brett Brown in Philadelphia. Helped them last year on the defensive end to be a much stingier defense in the league.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
Yeah, and therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive but not committing turnovers.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. The Beast comes in for Plumlee, and it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. And then for Atlanta, John Collins comes in for Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Taurean Prince in for Adams. Over the last decade or so, a huge transformation, Brent, in the way games are played. Do you see any additional changes on the horizon?
I wonder if the league will think about, and I think it'd be interesting, if they had a three-point line that just disintegrated into the sideline. We have the split, and we have the archway, right? We go down the sidelines. It'd be really interesting if the league, maybe in Summer League, experimented with the three-point line being equidistant the whole way around.
And going right out of bounds.
Yeah, so right out of bounds, it eliminates the corner three. It would impact the way you would defend the corner shot, because now it doesn't have a value of 3. 1 point more for a shorter shot seems to be a little unfair as it is, and we know it's the most valuable shot in basketball.
There's no doubt.
But I wonder how that would look, and maybe Adam Silver and the committee will look at a summer league where the three-point line just disappears in the sideline, eliminating the corner three.
Herter, he gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12. 1:09 left to play here in the third. Here's Beasley, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The Nuggets leading by 19 points. Here's Jennings. Oh!
Yikes!
Wow.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And that was an Unleash Chaos replay, courtesy of Under Armour, wreaking havoc at the rim. Here's Len. Denver getting their last shot to go. To the paint. 27 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. That's another one for him, his 5th in just 7 shots. Denver's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Murray dishes to Millsap. And the pass to Beasley. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. For Denver, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
Malik Beasley taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Beasley hits them both. 11 seconds left in the third. To the middle. Prince outside. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Nuggets ahead, running away with it. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Hawks trail by 21. Murray and Harris, the guards. Paul Millsap out there with the kid. And it's Lowry in at the center. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's the monster. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
The Nuggets shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Millsap against Collins. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
Like the aggressiveness and a great effort just to get a hand on it.
Murray kicks to Jennings. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins.
And you can see he thought he had a little more room on that sideline and got squeezed out of bounds. That one could have been avoided.
Young's checked in for Atlanta. 5 to shoot. From deep. Jennings with the bucket. Jennings has got 42 in the game.
Well, if he's hitting shots from there, he becomes so much more dangerous.
Young passes to the monster. Kicks it to Bazemore. From deep. Atlanta gets it back. The monster. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Enable. To pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Back to Murray. Goes back up. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
And Murray showing some smarts right there, some good patience in that pick and roll.
Young against Murray. Here's the three. Young's shot is off. And it's Jennings with the ball. He'll bring it up for Denver. For three, Harris. Offensive rebound. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Yeah, Millsap a little bit gritty there. Good to see him go in and hit the glass.
Young finds Bazemore. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Back to Young. The three. Here's the monster. Uses the glass to finish the layup. The monster's got 6 here in this quarter.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
Now here is Harris. Offline with his three.
Man, it just hurts to miss shots like this. Mentally, you question yourself, and it can affect your confidence.
Shots good from Young.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Bazemore against Harris. Deep two from Murray. Rebound Atlanta. The Monsters got 15 rebounds here tonight. Young against Murray. And here's Bazemore. Back to Young. Clock at 6. Another miss by Young. The Nuggets leading by 19. And here's Jennings outside. Collins grabs the miss.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
It's Young on the wing. He's covered by Murray. On the wing, Harris. The Nuggets with another miss.
Just not his night so far, guys.
Now Young. To the middle. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
You know, an awesome decision maker in that pick and roll. Young taking whatever he sees in these sets.
Denver calls timeout.
Well, John Collins is a very athletic big man out of Wake Forest. He wasn't thought to be a very impactful rookie, but I think Mike Budenholzer timed it well as he got more minutes late in the year. And with that burst and length, it can be scary when he gets on his way to the rim.
Jokic has checked in for the Beast. Murray dishes to Jennings. Millsap kicks to Jennings. To end the drought, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
For Collins, Brent, he knows that he has a lot of growth in his game, wants to focus on working hard to improve.
Well, maybe his background will help him out. Grew up in a military household, and hard work seems to be second nature to what it is that he does. Many surprised on draft day when he dropped to 19th overall, even John Collins himself, but making up for lost time here.
And the basket by Harris.
The confidence that Gary Harris is playing with right now, he is ready to shoot once that ball touches his mitts.
Young with the ball. Down low. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. The Monsters got 10 points in just the second half. The Nuggets leading by 19 points. Pass to Jokic. Over Collins. Jokic, no good.
That's a great effort on defense. He definitely rushed his shot a little bit down low.
Now, here is Young. In the corner, Collins with it. Hits it from three-point range.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Murray, the pass to Millsap. Atlanta with the rebound. The Monsters got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And Bazemore kicks to Young. Back to Bazemore. Passes it to the Monster. Bazemore against Jokic. The Monster passes to Collins. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Harris, right side. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 5th assist in this one.
Terrific work inside from Gary Harris. Not used to saying that. Does a fantastic job of backing down the defense and putting his will on his shoulders.
Now, here is Young. Here's the Monster. And he makes that one. The Monsters got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
Here's Jokic. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Well, tonight his pinpoint accuracy has been impressive.
Now, here is Young. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance.
Here's the monster. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
No defender is going to have a shot against that kind of play. He's just too tall to stop that close to the rim. There's no doubt that the Hawks are right in the midst or the beginning stages of a massive rebuild. It's something that the Hawks organization had delayed quite a bit. They had that great core of Horford, Korver, Teague, and Bazemore that got them into the playoffs for several seasons. But now it's about the future. It's about growth. And it's about these young guys getting an opportunity.
Here's Bazemore following the basket by Jokic. Prince, that's for two. Goes up on the wing. They get it back. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They lead by 17. That one good for two. And that's 15 points for Jamal Murray.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Young passes it to the monster. And stolen by Murray. Prince against Jennings. From the arc. That shot missing. And Atlanta will come the other way. Young against Murray. Young finds Bazemore. The pass to the monster. Just 5 on the clock. Howard down with both hands.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Denver leading by 17. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Started.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, the kid.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. And here are the Nuggets now. Here's Jokic. Lowry at the elbow. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 7th assist in the game.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Now, here is Young. He kicks it to Prince. Shot clock at 5. Shot from the wing. And that one comes up a bit short. The Nuggets leading by 19. Murray dishes to Jennings. Atlanta with the rebound. Land's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
It's Young on the wing, guarded by Harris. Young outside.
That's like milk on a hot day, just a bad decision. Absolutely no reason for him to be taking those shots.
Murray kicks to Harris. And here's Lowry. Murray outside. Off target from outside.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Denver.
This is a game where the defense, steals. Oh!
No way.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Denver leading by 17. Now Murray. Outside Jennings. Launches a three. Rebound by the Hawks. From deep. Young's shot is off. 35 seconds left in the game. Murray, the pass to Jennings. And the call will be against Alex Len. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Substitution for Nuggets. Mason Plumlee. Will Barton. Malik Beasley. Monte Morris.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They get it again. Pass to Morris. Moves back up. Here's Lowry. And the rejection by Collins. Prince, that's for two. Plumlee with the rebound. Morris with the ball. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Mason, your game has expanded some, and what has that process been like?
You just learn something new every game. You have to study your opponent and see what's going to be open, but some of the constants have to be rebounding, defense, bringing energy, and that's always going to get you a little bit.
Well, you had the whole package tonight, Mason. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.